Alright, so optional dungeon time is upon us. Of course, the weird thing about this final dungeon is that the side quest dungeon is right inside it, enclaved through a mystical fetish. But before I do anything, let me get my phone. Since all these companies want to email me about some product that they're about to showcase, this thing doesn't really get much battery charges since I have it connected to my Gmail, and it's constantly bombarding me with notifications. But that's not what pisses me off. Twitter pisses me off the most. I've been complaining about this for years now. So these headphones are type interesting because they're connected to a zipper. So it's not just a flimsy wire, it's also the zipper itself that is protecting it and keeping it together if you want it like that. I lowered it since I don't want the two straps around my neck, or strings around my neck so tightly. But anyway. Didn't mean to leave. So yeah, there's still a lot of side quests left in this game, and we're about to go through probably the most important one. If you want to actually beat this game logically. So are these like split monsters, or... Because I know there's like a monster in this dungeon that you can grind because he makes copies of himself. And you can do this for hours on end, and this is a preferable way of grinding once you get to obscene levels. There are also some monsters that drop onion equipment for your onion knights. And once you get them to level 90, they're ideal for fighting the final boss of this game. Not so much any other boss. You will die if you try to do it that way. But definitely I'm nowhere near the level I want to be. However, if I want to continue leveling up, I want the prize that's at the end of this optional dungeon. Because levels is one thing, but in this game, your HP gains are based off of the vitality of your current job. So that's one perk I want to get. And another perk altogether is that I want to be able to just get the new item. Which obviously going to be like, what I'm going to get is 2 new jobs. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to go here for the wrong way so I can get a nice item. Is he dabbing? Then, oh no. It's, I think that's a woman. She's headless. She's holding her head and she's pointing to the sky with the other one like she's spurring on her headless horse. But it looks like she's dabbing. I don't care, that's dabbing. That's amazing. I should really pay attention to the EXP gains in this area to see if it's a good place to grind off levels. But I like the fact that our characters are at level 3,000, or avatars, I should say, since they don't really have much personality. An elixir, that's nice. I already got one from the Cave of Bahamut, but the more the merrier. And I am not going to waste any movement in this dungeon. All my movement is going to be precise and with a sense of purpose. Okay. And I say this, but I'm going to always go the wrong way if there's chests. And this is one of those RPGs where the dungeons will have wrong ways that have nothing. At least it's not as bad as a first-person RPG. I wish the EXP gains here were like the Cave of Bahamut. That way, by the time I walk out of this, I'm gonna be level. Because this is kind of a long dungeon. Supposedly, it's not as long as the dungeon I was in before. But still. Now I think about, we're not even in the optional dungeon yet. We're in the dungeon it's enclaved into. So maybe when you get to the actual place, it'll be nasty with it, which I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it's a nasty with a dungeon, with nasty with the EXP gains. Yo, fuck you, YouTubers. Like, I ain't gonna front, like, everyone and their mama streaming on YouTube on the daily. I don't know when this trend started. It was like last year or something. It's really annoying. Like, that's why I have like Twitch. If I want to see y'all stream, I'll go to Twitch. But some of y'all be like streaming everywhere for everything. Like, at least it's not as bad as live streaming on Facebook. People who live stream on Facebook, the only good live streaming I notice is like ghetto live streaming. Like, if you want to see gang fights, they'll record a gang fight, like pulling up to the area, like it's a video game walkthrough. Like, it's what I'm doing right now. They'll post up on the corner with the ops. And they'll explain what they're going to do in a commentary fashion right before the action starts. Man. If you don't know, I'm loving the hell out of remembering all of this. Okay, let me put the reflect back on just to see, compare. So it's 60 like this, and with the crystal armor it's 68, so I like that. I'm hoping at least the enemies will give a lot of gil, since that's going to be incredibly useful. That thing got no booty. I remember back in high school, during report card day around this year, this lady got upset because one of the teachers, this science teacher, gave her a failing grade, and she's like, "What? That bitch gave me a 55? She got no ass, no titties." I'm like, "Yo, chill." You don't bring it there when you talk about like your issues with a person, especially if it's mostly something you brought on yourself. I know some teachers can be unreasonable and they'll give you a bad grade just because they can't stand your ass. As a high schooler, I've never really had to deal with this kind of problem, but I know exactly the kind of environment where I would be dealing with that problem. But damn. This lady, on the other hand, has everything fleek. Unless that's just a really androgynous man with, like, lactating female breasts and whatever. Like, y'all never know. Hmm. I have a feeling, to contrast the other video, this one's going to be very long. And this game is a dungeon crawler. I've kind of had to accept that. Weird thing is 15 brought that back into the series dungeon crawling. Like 13 only had one dungeon that I would actually consider a dungeon, which I actually really liked. Which is the one you got to. It's that one where you're doing elevator puzzles. That shit was really interesting. Unfortunately, in the case of 13.2, it was annoying. But as I said before, I really prefer 13.2. And I have played Lightning Returns, so I could probably do a review of that. If I felt that providing that kind of content would be appropriate for my channel again. But I like how it's mostly just one enemy encounters. I really hope I don't jinx that, because I'm really feeling this dungeon. That shit just doesn't look right for this type of game. Anyway, I saw an article today. Today's the 25th. I have a feeling it's the 25th. Yeah, it's the 25th because of a meme I saw today. But I saw this article about a Final Fantasy game I knew about a while ago, but didn't know got remodded. It's a fan game in a way, or in this case, a bootleg turned fan game. And I might LP that in the future, but it won't be a close future. I have a feeling I had a boss fight with something that looked exactly like this, and that I was getting creamed by it. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this for a fake final dungeon. Okay, who do I equip that on? Not on you. Try this on for size. I remember these behemoths. Oh, that's a king behemoth. Well, it sure is packing a lot of health. Ooh, that rod petrifies. I remember that shit from Final Fantasy X. Weapons that petrify. That game was so good, man. And I found out it beat Final Fantasy 11 for most sold Final Fantasy. Probably because of all the HD remasters. Like, having an HD remaster is good for business because it's cheap to do. You don't gotta create a new engine or anything. You just gotta touch some stuff up with a couple of programmers and that's it. It's hard work, but it's relatively less expensive. And the kind of return on profit you get is enough to do something like that. Having a game that outsold something, not outsold, outdrew an MMO with monthly fees that went over the course of a decade and a half. I mean, that's incredible. And that's probably the smartest thing Square has done in a long time. Okay. So I should be going right again. I remember in the comment section when I did the Final Fantasy X-2 review, one of my Autis fans was like, "Yo, I'm disappointed that you actually like X-2. That's real disappointing, man." You know. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Number 2. These are some sensitive ass controls. Good thing he resisted his instinct to go after Yeezy again, because that seems to be what everyone wants to do. Just pile on Yeezy. Bunch of D writers, that's what you are. See, I like how Cure works when you use it for single targeting healing, but for AoE healing, it's just garbage. Okay. It's all up to you, Yeezy. Hopefully, Weezy seems to get a lot of first turns, so hopefully he starts immediately and does some work. That's what I was hoping for. There's certain things I just know at this point. Like Wheezy's gonna go first. Yeezy's gonna take the L's for us, which is actually him taking a W since we need a tank. Backtrack a bit. One thing I might have to learn how to do is skill grind, because H.C. Bailey did some of his skill grinding to prevent having to do what I'm doing right now, which is heavy ass level grinding. He was at a much higher level than I currently am right now, although that was when he was ready to fight the final boss. Like me, I'm not at that stage yet. It'd be nice when I get to that stage. I ain't going front. But there's still a lot of things I gotta do. There's also the fact that I know how to fight the final boss and I know how to fight the real final boss. But I don't know anything about anyone in between. And yes, that's right. The final episode is probably going to be me doing a final boss montage. If this was Final Fantasy 2, I could probably kill the final boss by petrifying his ass. They did not check for things like that in that game. The original one. The remake that I LP'd, much better. All of this just to get to one floor. Damn, hold up. Yo, why do my headphones not want to stay on my head? This zipper design is getting mad annoying. It'll also be really nice when I can one-shot some of these enemies. How would you petrify a fossilized monster? I would have you around with me in a New York City museum, like the Museum of Natural History. Man, I did not like Night of the Museum or its sequels. But that's probably because I got like a whack version of the film, and my old DVD. When I used to watch videos on demand, a DVD would act up because mom didn't understand the concept of a server issue. I tried to explain it to her with my low vocabulary at the time for online things, and I got slapped in the face. She's like, David, there aren't other people using our stuff. No one else lives. Yeah. Suffice to say, do not try to like explain things to people who are ignorant. You might get slapped the fuck up. That actually almost happens to me on a yearly basis. I'll try to explain something to someone, they won't necessarily understand it with how I'm wording it, and they'll get mad at me. Violently mad at me. And it's not even that serious. Oh man. I feel like I'm gonna get a skill level out of this one. Yep, I'm right. So that was with Wheezy, right? No. Okay. Okay, so because of the turn order, Breezy wasn't really that much of a useful team player. But it wasn't really his fault, it was a turn order. Status. Okay, well, it's piling up. I guess that's good news. Why wouldn't it be? Because my homie Wheezy about to hit his levels. And then that means everyone but Breezy is close. Even then, Breezy is close to them, just not close to everyone else. Just not close to Wheezy in terms of leveling up. The original walkthrough, this was called Crystal Tower. Okay, so this is the actual dungeon. The other place is just like for the Earth dungeon. That's okay. Oh, it advises me to save my game, which, now I think about it, I agree. Especially if enemies like this are going to be nasty. I won't know quite yet, but... Okay, so that was from the front. Eh. Yo, Drizzy. Hit him like you hit Meek. That's funny, because in 2015 I was on Meek Mill's side. Alright, so we'll be alright. Everything will be daijoubu. It'd be nice if we can land that ship here, but no, we can't. That's an interesting way to enclave away some of your problems. Oh, this is how the dungeon works. So if you think about it, this place is actually the final dungeon is actually a combination of 4 dungeons. Yeah, this is again a very dungeon-centric game. Okay, that gave us a slightly decent amount of EXP. Okay, Soak's key or Eureka key? Eureka key, obviously. Feels familiar? I certainly think so. Okay, so this is it. This is the dungeon that actually has the enemies that you can grind off of. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous because, damn. These dungeons are getting pretty long and pretty arduous. If enemies are gonna be hitting you with status ailments like that, eh. Not exactly a happy camper. Maiden's kiss. Where to kiss? This Lilith kiss. Oh, this is it. So they didn't have enough space to put Maiden, but Lilith? I know like the full thing is Maidens, but come on. Maid kiss? That'd be like every time my cleaning lady pulled through, I say, yo, let me kiss you. I got a wart. That's so annoying. I get shook. I'm really missing the days when I can just one-shot enemies. Really missing it. These are the whack items. Like that was wavy, maybe early game. I'm getting items that can cast powerful spells, but not now. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna waste, haste points like that. I'm just gonna use Quake. Okay, so these guys you can take out in one hit. That's good. And if that's the case, then Drizzy, yo, bro. That's right. That should be good enough. I'm starting to feel like I should have caught maybe 99 of them shits. And I have got to stop holding my breath every time I get a little nervous. It should make me sound like I'm edging. Like some chick is telling me, don't nut right now. Wait a little bit. But tomorrow I know I'm going to get off work at 6 p.m. because my boss is back in the city. But it's going to be rainy, so maybe he'll make an exception. I know he won't. This storm destroyed 2 of my umbrellas. One of them was actually really nice. Ain't shit gonna happen. Alright. Yo, you can't be doing that shit. Make. Yo, this thing is too sensitive, like. Okay. Quake. Okay, hold on. Yo, Yeezy, go off. That's also really good. And there again, am again holding my breath. Okay. Whoo! Been real sensitive about it. Let's see. I got a lot of elixirs, so I'm not afraid of using them. Especially since I really only use it on Easy and Drizzy. I wouldn't use it on Wheezy and Yeezy since they don't really benefit from the MP gaming. Nice. How do I get that item in that chest? I really wish these walkthroughs were easier reads. Let's see. The hell? Hell no. Hoo-wee! Quick. Yo, they really want to, like, get me shook right now. These are the guys I'm worried about at the moment. Mob battles. Because I know this game. Do I have to hit a button? Along with everything else I'm doing? I'm hoping that if that is the case, this walkthrough would tell me. But you know me, I always blame the walkthrough when I'm in a situation where I should probably be thinking for myself. And it ain't that serious anyway. So I'm assuming there's nothing in there. Oh, there's just 3 chests on the right. Hopefully this is a strike first. That would be really helpful. Yes. If that chest has a ribbon on it, I ain't gonna miss that. Like, missing a chest with like a ribbon? Hell no. Yeah, miss. Miss or hit the tanks. That's all I want you to do. I was about to do a stupid move. As usual, the controls are a little too loose for my liking. Definitely designed more for an NES D-pad than a keyboard. Finally. Quake. Thing about this game is that you'll never be too over leveled where something won't like sneak up on you and ruin your day. Actually, that's more so the case with the DS version than the NES version. The NES version, at some point, you will be practically invincible, except for like RNG cases where something will rise from the dead and you'll have like a nasty ass mob fight. Damn, B, I don't got eye drops. That's whatever. I won't be using Drizzy that much anyway. And even while blinded, he still did okay with that Quake. Even though obviously the magic attack multipliers were reduced a bit. I'm getting jumped. That's actually kind of funny. This ninja dead tried to run up on me. Okay, well, in that case, I will have to bring out the whole team. That was whack. Why is this ninja even guarding a ribbon? Hold on, does this even make sense? This guy is dead ass, like... is he like a zombie ninja? Like, why is he in the Eureka dimension defending this item? Like, shouldn't he be like, yo, get me back to civilization, let me out this bitch? I know if I was like in a mirror dimension, some type of pocket universe, I'd be thinking, yo, you guys here to help me out? I'm not even gonna try to make sense of that. Hmm. Let me see. Well, first things first, I should get a high potion and just start going to town with this guy. Here's a reminder that I haven't even gotten to like any of the interesting parts of this dungeon yet. I'm just here dicking around. Anyway, I might drop this headphone thing unless I have something to say, just so that, not even to focus, because there's nothing really to focus on, just because I'm not used to these headphones and the weight is getting kind of annoying. And I forgot to switch my squad. Ain't that a stinker? Okay. Fuck. Because... Didn't read the guide right, so let me defrost it. And I had to give it some name. That's right. See, I'm supposed to actually go here. So, as usual, my next LP is not going to be anytime soon. I'm probably not going to upload these videos anytime soon. Just because I still need to worry about going back to providing the main content of my channel, which is not Let's Plays. But this is good content. Of course, when I actually finish this LP and I'm ready to start uploading the videos, I'll make an update video to let people know the work. I always know people be like, "Yo, why'd you turn your channel into a Let's Play channel?" Bitch, I didn't do that shit. That happens so many times where like you give the wrong impression, and the worst case scenario always happens. It's different in real life though. I noticed in real life, you can give the wrong impression and people will look at it in the best possible way. Like they give it the highest dice roll. Whereas in the internet, I don't make like a video in a hot ass minute. People are like, "Yo, did this guy commit suicide? Because they didn't want him to be the artiste no more." Which is sometimes funny. Sometimes. Well, that's it for my cures. I need to do a number on him. Damn, so which way do I go here? I ain't even reading any of these chests. This monster's name is Hauka, but it almost looks like hookah. Oh, well, he went down easy. That's a nice mob battle. And it's 2000 EXP. I like how when this game says 2000, it's after distributing it. Not like they tell you it's 2000, but it's actually 500. I hate when RPGs do that. Like they give you the raw number, you think that's a good number, but it's not factoring in the distribution process. Like if that's the case, I'd rather have an RPG where it's like Suikoden or that other game, the Trail series, where as you level up, you get less EXP. That's less annoying. Because at least there I know what I'm going to deal with. It makes it so that you can grind without having to grind. Like, you don't have to worry about being behind on levels. Oh, shurikens? Those are going to be plenty useful. Depending on the dice roll now, like, my Quake can actually be really good in this situation. And when it comes to those horses, I don't really play. Because they can do that. Now, Sleipnir sounds like a sword from Final Fantasy 13 that Lightning uses. Or something from 13. Nice. And it feels like I have a lot more HP than I actually do. These guys, I'm tired already just looking at them. I don't know what to feel about that design. Okay, I guess I should do a save state again. Okay, so this is that. This egg thing got me paranoid. Like it's made of weed. Okay. Okay, Amon. Don't miss, I guess. Damn. He ain't never put in work like that. That was a nice contrast. Fuck no, don't do that. He just wrecked this shit. Wheezy was like, I'm back to being mixtape Wheezy and just taking over the game like I did in 2008. I was really liking that. And for a while I was scared I was never going to do damage like that. Because there will be a point where I'll have to do damage like that. Why do magic users taking damage from that? This guy's Mike Pensing us. I already feel like I love women more than I already do. Okay. See, at this point it gets a lot more simple. Which, I'm not complaining. I like this simplicity right now. If you're gonna have a long ass dungeon like this, keep it simple. So I'm not getting tripped up. Getting myself killed. So it's just gonna be healing spells from here on out. I had a dragon in my bed like 5 years ago from like 2006 to 2012 that looked just like this. Oh man, that makes me nostalgic as hell. Getting a lot of Phoenix sounds. Does this game think I'm getting killed like every step of the way? Yes, I'm pussy. Masamune. The same one that clapped Arif? Or the one that was supposed to clap Magus? Ooh. Damn. If it wasn't for the fact that she looks like she has man hands because of the way she's outstretching it, I'm diamonds right now. Yeah, just using. Nah. Damn, Weezy's just taking over the game. Why? Literally, why? That's just all I gotta say for this battle. Why? Why didn't haste work? Why did she paralyze everyone? And why is she like repeating herself right now? Oh man. That's literally been this entire like oh, but she nasty with her hands though. Is that because he was paralyzed? This whole thing has just been Wheezy saying, "Yo, I'm the best." I did. I know it's Eli Porter, but they're both very southern sounding and lackadaisical and awesome. But man, that was type cool. I don't care. This guy looks like he wants to be a JoJo character badly. Like he wants to be a stand user. I don't even know why he's holding a sword. Like when I did that swing to kill him, in his head there was a to be continued with a wavy ass track playing and a lo-fi screen filter. Well, at least I know why there's ninjas here. This is a pocket dimension full of ninjas. This thing predicted the end plot of Naruto, just ninjas with their own dimensions. Ah, man. Go ahead, petrify him, Drizzy. Drizzy blind and he's still putting in work. Because the writer helping him out. If that would have connected, this battle would be over. If that would have connected, this battle would have been over in another way. Just kidding. I'm just trying to be absurd and ironic for the sake of being absurd and ironic. But that connected. I like when I get what I want. Okay. That didn't even have any sense of humor to it. Okay, so I'm over encumbered right now. Made Kiss, North Wind. What should I give up? I'm giving up soft. This guy's color palette reminds me of just the NES era in general. That's the only time this would actually look good. Because this palette is dead ass stupid. Let's see, Dark Cell. Just get some of the weight off of me. Okay, bomb. Yeah, that probably wouldn't even sell for much. And if it does, who cares? I can grind up more. Way more than that. I don't even know what to do at this point. That was a critical hit, but it didn't really feel critical, aside from the satisfying sound effects. Yeezy just said, Wheezy? Who dat? Watch the throne. Damn. I'm feeling that. What the hell happened to Yeezy? Okay, that's for him. So I got an Excalibur out of it. Yo, body use this. That's the first time he took more than one hit to get clapped. Speaking of which, how much until... Damn, I got to 48? I'm surprised. So which way do I go now? Left or right? Down? Okay. I got a plan. You know what? Fuck the plan. Let's just act like nothing happened. That still did decent damage, so who cares? Just as good as Wheezy, anyway. Oh, but that's unacceptable. Thing about eye drops is that was like a early game status ailment that we don't really see until now in an optional dungeon. So it's type petty that we have to deal with it again. The fact that Yeezy got hit with it, one of my hitters, that's annoying. No, that's not what I want you to do. Two. Quake. This is going to be a long one. Facts. That's right, kill his ass. Phew. Kill yourself. Okay. He's not going to be so ahead of, so close to Wheezy in terms of leveling up. But that doesn't really matter. It's never dismotivated me from grinding. Okay. Oh, word? So you bring him back and he's still blind. So all of that was for nothing. Well, at least I tried. And I'm gonna put my headphones down for the rest of this until things get interesting. So yeah, opening shot. Wavy. Be nice if that HP and MP restore thing, as I've said in a previous video. Like, it would be nice if it restored your status right now, because you already know we kind of need it. Oh, so it does give you a description if you select it. So I don't have anything that can cure that. So, that's rage, cannot use, North Wind cannot use. Okay, replace that with this. Nice. equip. So break. So which one do I go after first? Well, based on the description, this fight is a little worrisome. Ragnarok. So this is the first time this sword is ever used, I believe. Maybe in Final Fantasy II Vanilla it's used. But typically, the first Final Fantasies, Excalibur is the best sword. It's an Arthurian blade. It makes sense that it's the best. It doesn't get more Tolkien than Excalibur or any like high fantasy. There's one. I wonder if that stacks. So yeah, this is a damage race battle. And I'd be a whole lot less worried if our Cure 4 was a little nastier than it actually is. This is going to be a lot like that Bahamut fight. He's a little over halfway dead, which is not necessarily good enough for me. But if he does that, then sure, I'm happy. I'd imagine it sure is annoying in this one. But okay, let's see. Nice. And let's just clap this guy for revenge purposes. As Ashley Hines said to Donald Trump, "Thank you for ruining my life." And OMG, that sword petrifies you. The break sword, I should have known. Wand almost looks like a typo when I spell that with a D phonetically in a very ghetto way. So Scylla, I remember that name from Prison Break, but now we're fighting a boss named Scylla, which Looks like a Cerberus wearing drag with a wand. And I think some female breasts. Okay, so that's how you want to do it. Try to hold out, I guess. And of course he goes back to Kanye. Okay. Use it on yourself. That's pretty good. That's helpful. Because I know Kanye's gonna get it. Oh, so you're going after the white mage now. You're smart. You're loyal. I respect that. Was that the blind one who swung? Easy? And that's it. The last optional boss in this game, kinda. Cool. That the whole collection? Well, since we got shops over here, I guess I can sell stuff. I wonder if you can sell, like, really important stuff. And that said, we are almost done. Actually, in this video, we're pretty much done with the content. So, next video is probably going to be my last video on ZLP. This has been your boy, Mr. Wonka 7, and suck my dick.